Hello everyone! For those of you who haven't seen my videos before, welcome to Coding Tuts. We're going to learn so much from this course. For those who are back with more fun lessons, welcome back. If you are satisfied with my videos and it is helping you out, please do not forget to subscribe to my page and hit the notification bell so that you won't miss any updates. With that being said, let's get started. Today I will be teaching you CSS Fluid Grid. So here I have these 6 boxes in a grid. First I created a container, and then within this div I added these boxes here. And in CSS, in the container, I displayed it as grid. And grid template columns, this is how you define the columns in the grid. You could do repeat. The easier way is like 200 pixels. That's one column. Second column. And third column. Each one of these columns could be any size you want. And I prefer to have it even at 200 pixels. You could also do repeat 3 times 200 pixels. Same thing as 200, 200, 200. I don't repeat codes, so I put repeat 3, 200 pixels. And I also included a grid gap, 20 pixels. You can also adjust the grid column gap and the grid row gap. Grid column grid column gap 20 pixels, and this is a grid row gap at 10 pixels. Now if I want both the column and row to be the same, this is the same as grid gap. If I still want the gap to be different, this is the shorthanded version. Row, column. Okay, I'll change it back to how it was before. You could also adjust the position, just like how we did in CSS Flexbox. Justify content center. If you want the boxes centered in a container. These lines around those divs represent the grid. Now for these columns, I changed the width of these columns. You could also use FR, which stands for fraction. The middle column is 100 pixels. And the third column takes up 2 columns of the page. So you have 1 FR, 100 pixels, and 2 FR. You could also move the content. You could also use a property grid column and grid row to move the contents. I will show you that. Let's see. div B, which is box 2. And let's move to the first column, because in box 2 I put grid column, move it to the first column. I want to move div F up here. And put grid row 1. Grid column 2. I also want to move this up here. So I go to div E, grid column 3. And I'll move it up to the first row. That's grid column and grid row. So the last thing I would like to show you is how to use grid template columns. Here I have the header, nav, main, aside, and footer. Now I wrapped it in with the container div because you're going to need the container in order for you to use the grid amongst these individual pieces. I will show you how. Now I would like the header across both columns. So I would put header, header. I need 2 columns because I'm going to put main and aside together on one row. Nav, nav. I put header twice and nav twice because I want them both spanned out on both rows. Main. Now these don't necessarily have to be tag names. It could really just be any name you want. Just put the main. So here's what I have so far. 2 columns. Now to get it to display just like this map, I'll put grid area in each of the elements. Grid area, header. Okay, I would like to change the sizes too. Columns. Still, so FR. It could be FR percent pixels. Any unit size you want. Search this. There we go. Oh, I like different size rows too. There we go. I could also take away the margin too, the white space around the container. Nice. And if you want to leave one side blank, you add a dot here. That way there'll be header, header, nav only, and then main, aside, footer, footer on both columns. Nav, nav, nav. And that is it for CSS Fluid Grid. If you would like to learn more about the CSS grid, you go to cssgridgarden.com as it says on the bottom of the screen. And if you also have any questions or comments about this tutorial, please feel free to type it out in the comment section below. And I will see you in the next tutorial. Take care.